Greetings, ladies and gentle players. It is January 31st, 2020. I'm not entirely sure I got the year right last week. Either way, that makes it a Friday, and another wonderful day for basics. We're over here on the OGS, going to try to give a nod to the DDQs today. And if all goes well, which it might not, we're even going to try to focus on more of a Moyo-based DDK sort of basic style, because I think that's a really great way of finding out where the next largest point is when you start to think about how to expand your frameworks. Is it too early? Is it too late? All of those good questions that pop up, you know, when you're hunting down the largest move on the board. Largest moves are important after all. Speaking of important, February 15th and 16th, there is a tournament in Texas that you may want to attend if you got your calendar free. You'll find information about said tournament over on the Facebook page. Link is in the description down below. If you're itching for a tournament, there's one in Texas. You may want to attend. Could be fun. Something else that might be fun, if you are unable to make it but you are still itching for some more Go content on the intertubes, might want to drop by twitch.tv/DanielML001. He is the one who picked the rank and focus of our video today. So cross your fingers. Hopefully we can make his pick a reality. He jumps between 7Q and like 1Q or something like that. Really fun games though. Great stream. Good for the whole family. Tune in.
对局开始.
All right. Got a game. I am bad at what I do, so I don't have my pen. But there it is. Alright, so we're going to try to do a Moyo focus. So I'm going to go double 4/4 points into expansion. He's got lovely, ever so lovely double 4/4 back. Now, it is really, really easy to just go ahead and throw in a Sanrinsei and be like, oh right, we're playing for Moyos now. But I don't really want to do that. I'm going to approach. And then if I'm afforded the opportunity, I will try to build. Maybe not afforded the opportunity. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know yet. Just because I'm taking a corner does not mean I can't grow Moyo. We will alert ourselves to the possibilities. Playing just a Joseki here. Will he connect or go under, I wonder? He's a 12Q. He connects. Okay, a bit of an old school 12Q. That's fine. Let's see what kind of a player he is. He is... Alright, I forgot. I don't know how to read this. We have green, and we've got purple, and darker green, and lighter green, and... things. There's results. That's all I can tell you. Alright, he's leaning on me. That's a little rude. I don't want him to push through, though. So I will go ahead and respond once, and then I'm going to take a large knight enclosure, like so. And see if we can't convince the whole business of trying to get the framework in. It looks like perhaps not. This is the most territorial framework game I have ever seen in my life. But it's okay. I can begin to grow. I can approach and expand like so. Or none of that will happen. I mean, that's just the way it works sometimes. Sometimes it be like that. Well, this is fine. It looks like he has chosen that he likes... Excuse me? By Hana, he can't cut me. Otherwise, he's gonna be a very, very unhappy person. But tell you what, I'm not gonna call him out on that mistake. Instead, I will give him his influence that he so wants. And we're just gonna reduce his influence. This is going to be a 2-game video, I think, today. In which case, this game, we're going to deal with the Moyo that he's making, because he's got like all the influence in the world. And in game 2, we're going to use the Moyo, and it's going to be that way instead. Okay, this is making sense now. I'm understanding how this is turning out. So I'll go grab another enclosure. I've now got 4 corners. Go me. He's approaching again. We're going to go ahead and defend. Nothing really to mark on the board. I will say I have a shoulder hit here, but I also have a shoulder hit here. I've got potential pushes. What's more interesting is all of these low lines. It allows me to just like approach from the top and keep him low. And by that, I mean you can see that this is a forcing move, or 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 I can attach here for a forcing move. That's 5 different forcing moves I have on top of the board. So if I need a forcing move for whatever reason on top of the board, I will absolutely be able to find it and play it. That said, it looks like we're a bit more territorial. I'll go ahead and play over here. Choosing the side was literally a flip of a coin. He's putting me low. That's cool. I get to connect. There's no invasions I have to worry about ever again. He's again trying to stuff. All right, he's growing. I will just push on through and keep extending because I can head at 2 stones, right? That is very, very basic. All right, so God, you know how I literally just mentioned that if there was a force move on the board, I could find it? Oh boy. I mean, yeah, like, you can see this is how things... This is why we don't have all of these low stones traditionally. We definitely don't want to do it. Because if we press one little low stone here, right? And then just kind of even do something as simple as threaten to escape back, suddenly we've got this, like, net around that middle, you know? So those stones are kind of in trouble. Kind of in trouble. He's gonna Hane maybe? I'll Hane back. And give up the 1 stone in exchange for this. This seems like a good trade. Seems like a good trade. If I push, I threaten to Atari, so that seems like a good deal. If I Hane, that threatens to double Atari. Seems like a good deal. And I'll protect myself with my cutting points. I will watch out for them because I like them. I could try to attack again, but we're not going to do that. We're not too aggressive this game. Now we have a free Atari here that it bears mentioning. We don't want to forget it. We now have an Atari there as well. He'll protect it right now, I assume. Right? Because I have an Atari here, here. I could actually use this one here and then play here if I want to get like into like a reading and stuff. But we're not doing that. We don't get into reading and stuff. Okay. That was a misclick. We're not going to talk about it. It's fine. I'm just going to go and extend now to protect my stones and make sure nothing bad happens from the cuts. He knows very well that you can keep a person low. This 12Q understands keeping things low. That is for sure. I can push because Atari into Atari into Atari removes most of this territory. I can also push Natari through here. A lot of things potentially happening on this board. Ooh, slight mistake. Slight mistake. For now, though, we will worry more about making sure that this area doesn't become too large. And then we'll do like more endgamey kind of things like Atari and then Atari and Atari. I'll just play it simple. Keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Just connect back. I started looking, you know what? I can play here. Because that's a forcing move, right? And then I've got like the Ataris here and here to like enlarge this a little bit. Then I can play there and see if I can't cut off the 3 stones. Like there's always ways to be a little bit more aggressive. Some of them are insane. You kind of have to sort of just a little bit avoid that, if you will. Obviously, if he plays here, we just play there. And if he plays here, It's gonna get weird. It's getting weird. Darn it. Okay. Now, I'm not terribly concerned about his territory center of the board. It's a bit. It's a bit. There's a lot of interesting odds here, let's say. Now, normally I'm supposed to play here, and then he does something here, and then we can Atari and play this one. Because he can't really do anything about it. That requires some reading, however. Okay, then I'll just come on in again. It's fine. No concerns here. Nope, no concerns whatsoever. I'll just go ahead and cut. Threaten to do this one. He has to be very, very careful now, or he's going to die horribly. No reason to get greedy. Unless he really, really wants to, I guess. See how all these cutting points are like... He's probably not really sure where he wants to defend right now, because there's just too many. He's just not protecting any of his cut points. Even the one over here that just like cuts straight through. Right now, he's got a problem because, yeah, that's the problem, right? These 3 stones are dead, or I'm just alive in the middle of the board. So I can literally just play here, right? Just like play here. And then these stones are X'd off. That'd be kind of bad. Or we Atari here. Alright, I'm going to Atari first. Because he did not protect any of the cutting points. So we're doing that first and foremost. And then I'll play here. Tell you what, I'll just play here first. These 3 stones are obviously dead. And then there we go with that. So those 3 stones are dead. Unfortunate, but true. He didn't protect any of his cutting points. No protection on any of his cutting points. When you are trying to build a Moyo, I cannot stress how important it is that you watch your cutting points, because every cutting point you create is another opportunity for your opponent to just reduce you. Huge, huge opportunity for your opponent to just be like, alright, you're dead. I can cut here, I can cut here, I can cut here. All those forcing moves means right on inside, you know? Play here. Let's play simple. Playing simple. And then I'll probably play here. Okay. I mean, he's got to connect here, right? I mean, everyone can read that. He has to connect here. But yeah, very weird. Lot of things to unpack in this game. A lot of things to unpack. Alright, I'll play here. It's an Atari. I can push again. We now find ourselves 4 again. But this time I'm just going to go back and make sure that this is captured. 4-2 once again. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Forcing moves? Yeah, these are forcing moves. He can play here in Sente now. Yeah. I dig it. I dig what you doing, man. Lot of cutting points, though. It's just, oof. So many cutting points. Okay, this is an Atari, so he can't cut here. Therefore, that's not really a threat. Okay, yep, there he goes. There he goes. So this is dead. Okay, so he resigned. Okay. Let's go ahead and review. That was a pretty short game. Understandable. Let's go ahead and review. So things we don't want to do here. This is okay to do. Pincering once, no problem. Don't pincer twice, because if you get both of your corners, that's really painful. So he played here. Okie dokie. This is usually not good. We go corner, side, then center. So he should be thinking about things like this, or even things like this, or at 12Q, maybe even an old-timey kind of split. It's not the end of the world. Maybe the 3-3. Not talking about it, though. You played here, which is, shoulder hits. Cool. I responded once because of the shoulder hit. We respond to shoulder hits. Done. Over. Next move. Took a large enclosure. He played here. You don't really want to do that. Ideally, you'd want to reduce this way, or you want to do anything else. Problem with approaching an enclosure this way is they can kick you, because they've already got the one move ahead, right? And then they can pincer you. And then that turns into a very, very violent game. So you don't really want to do that. You don't really want to do that. Not this way. Not this way. We just defend rather than get violent. I anticipated this one to keep one corner, and then I was just going to go and back off like so. At that point, I was going to explain after maybe he does something similar that I can keep him low here in an effort to try to grow. And from here, I can begin doing a Moyo versus Moyo game. I thought that's how that was going to go. Thought it was going to be fantastic use of explaining sector lines and maybe threatening to reduce your opponent to expand your area and all that kind of good stuff. Alas, he pincered me. So now he has nothing but influence. This is a big bad move because if he plays here, I can play here. And now all he can really do is something like this one, which as you can see is a bit of an issue. What do we play here? I don't know. Eeny, meeny, miny, something over there. That's how we gave him the influence because it's okay. This is okay. Stronger players might want to reduce from here because this is a nice way of just making sure that this wall is never going to go past your 1 and 3 stone. And from there, you are doing fairly fantastic. Excellent. He played here. We just defended again. Took the extension, keeping me low, trying to. Changed his mind. That unfortunately means I like the attempt to build here. It's not as large as it looks, though, to be honest, because we have to be very, very careful of just how long we're going to be aggressive here, If we play this variation, there's a really good chance that our opponent winds up into a liberty shortage and then gets killed, right? Because we Hane, they respond. Because small knight and small knight, lots of cutting points there. So small knight, and then they nope, hello, go back to that, thank you. Small knight, they respond, throw in, they probably try to kill it. They don't want to die, so they play here. And then natural move is to try to kill the 1 stone, but unfortunately, that's dead that way. And last but not least, that all dies that way. So you'd have to then fall back yet again. And now I'm almost connected. And this is just 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Like, oh man, that's too small. That's just too small, especially if this is Gote. If you fall down from the connection, oh man, that just got worse. Now that's 9 points in Gote. Yikes. Now I just go back and kill this, and that's just game over. Game over. There's no way to continue the game. You're just too far behind. Too far behind. Don't like. Played here and did this one. That's not bad. You could have played here too, or maybe like an attachment just to try to do something like that and grow. That wouldn't have been too bad. This is a little slow. Here he was probably better off just extending. By playing the Hane, he's committing to protecting his cutting point. So like if I play here now and he plays away, I can do this. He probably doesn't want me to do that because now I can grow the middle. So that means he's probably going to defend this somehow. Here, the connection is better because it has Sente for you. And, yeah. Misclick. This, I meant to play here. I don't know how I got to that point. I meant to play here. Because that's the obvious shape point. And now he can't disconnect me. I was probably still beating myself up over that little misclick over there. I made another one. And then yeah, here, all he can do is like do this one and then he's dead here. All he can really do. Or he could try to do this one and then we just do this one into something like this one maybe. He has to try to not die here, which involves a lot of fancy footwork. A lot of fancy footwork indeed. You can see here, for example, that I've connected via el table shape. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? That's cute. Don't lie. So he played here, and that gave me enough liberty to make sure this is go back and kill it. And then yeah, after here, there's nothing to do. He plays here, you throw in. He plays there, you play there. He plays there, you play there. Nice, simple, easy peasy. So that was some simple ways of keeping his Moyo from growing too far, to make sure he can't really expand very easily, and then keep whatever low stones that we have actually low, and then mind his sector lines, kind of like we did here. Very nice and straightforward, in my opinion. Generally speaking, you don't want to, as either color, give up all the corners in order to build the center. That's usually not as large as it appears, and this is a great example as to why. I don't know how many stone, or how many points I was up by at the end of the game, but I think it was a pretty reasonable amount. And that's without all the various cutting points that we took advantage of that sadly he was not paying attention to. Like here, for example, is another great example of all the cutting points that we mentioned. Because like, how do you deal with all of these cutting points? It's tough, man. It's tough. Let's switch up gears and try to make a Moyo now, rather than destroy one. All right, got ourselves a game. We are white against an 11Q, and now we're going to try and play for El Moyo, sorry, specifically Moyo. Now, just because I'm backing off low here does not necessarily mean that I'm trying to not play an influential game. It just means that if I back off high, I don't want to see this move on the board ever to kind of like do a double approach kind of dealio. I'm going to be marking specifically ways that I can grab a Moyo, so I can keep this low and get influence here. You'll notice I'm also going to be approaching the 3-4 high because that gives me a greater chance of being able to use influence. And as I go along, I'm going to keep pointing out how I can expand upon my influence kind of dealio. All right. Now, if I was playing as a Dawn player and I wanted to play a Moyo game, I'd play the small knight here because there are a couple of sequences that I know that are bad for white locally, but do give away a bit of influence, and that's kind of cool. That said, I am going to not do that. I'm going to play here, because I think this is one of the most basic ways to respond to the tight pincer. And then he's going to probably go on the inside or a 2-space here. Varsal also did not say hello. Highly unusual. Highly unusual. Is there even a Joseki involving here? I don't think there is. I mean, so you don't do this one and Atari down, otherwise your stones get killed? Our choices are either here into here or here into here. I do want to note if I do this one, which I'm going to do, it'll give him territory because we're sacrificing our inside stone. Never mind. Everything I just said is not true anymore. I could play here technically. It's the right move, because if he plays here, the stone dies. If he plays here, he can't cut off. Otherwise, I get a free Atari here. He connects, I extend. He has to kill this, and I kill the outside. I'm going to play this move, even though it's kind of a little bit trash. He should grab his extension. Grab his extension. Don't save that one stone. The stone is not useful to you. Mind your 2 stones. I have no way to surround both of the 2 stones. I'm only able to threaten to capture P3. Therefore, that is only 1 stone at risk versus the 2 stones at risk at R4 if I directly keep them from getting a base. Excellent. Am I going to Atari that one stone? Yeah, I am. Simply because of basics, I will Atari the one stone. Like so, just to be safe and fine. And I have Sentiatus apparently. That is a very tempting move to play, and it's also one that should have been avoided. Is he really going to try to cove? I'll Atari. And because I'm not overplaying, I'll even protect my cutting point by playing here. No, I won't. If he cuts me, he just loses these stones. Whatever. I'll play here so he's not even tempted to do it. Not even tempted, and we're out. We have a corner. We have Sente out of this, and then we're going to proceed to play a large Naito. Because we are still doing corner side center, despite the fact that we want to play for Moyo. So, like so. I can't. Okay, I'll respond once. He should take a extension here, and then I'm going to as well. Something a bit like here, maybe after the forcing moves first. Yeah, I can't think of any reason to respond to here. Tell you what, I'll turn just to make sure that we are absolutely out and everything is fine and we're okay. Perfect. Now I'm going to go and do the forcing move. Not what I anticipated, but I'll continue it. And then I'm going to go and grab my handy dandy extension. That is a dare to kill me if I've ever seen one. And I've seen some pretty crazy dares to kill things, let me tell you. Alright. He's coming in. We're just going to profit from this now that he's in my little Moyo. But the question you need to ask yourself is, how is he going to get life here? Like, suppose I just play here. Just make sure that he can't get a 1-point jump. And now make him heavy. Threaten to cut through and kill his 2 stones. He'll connect. No reason to give me the 2 stones and then give me all that territory. That seems large. So he'll connect. He'll connect. And then we're going to jump out. Very, very simply. Do I get to cut through you? Do I just get your stones? No, I don't. Okay. Carry on then. This kind of thing is a co-threat. You shouldn't really push unless you're going to cut. He's not going to cut, so you shouldn't really push. My corner is super, super solid. Amazing solid points. I'll respond to him. He has no eyes yet. That is still not an eye, but that's okay. I will... let's see, I don't really have a Moyo anymore, do I? Okay. Okay. Let's do a little reduction then. We have a corner open. Which one's larger? Looks like this side's larger than this one by literally 1 point, right? This is like just across the side of the start point. So I'm going to go and approach on the widest side. It gives me the added benefit of being able to get a 2-space extension here, even if he kicks me. If he kicked me here, I couldn't get a 2-space. I could only get the 1, which isn't the end of the hello. Now, we anticipate having to make life in this area and in this area, so okay. Not forcing, so I'm going to go ahead and follow up. The kick into the playing away, I think, is probably one of the first bad habits that players really pick up. I don't know why, but it seems like forever and ever, that's just like one of the bad habits that all players have. It's like, I'm just going to kick and then play away. Unfortunately, there's a lot of ways to handle this. I teach this one because it's simple and it's straightforward. There's some more complicated ones I just don't like getting into. So these stones are dead. But I got to wrap around this entire corner. Which I'm a fan of. I am a fan of. So that's good for me. This was his area, and now I've got tons of shape. I'm going to get myself a little bit more shape. Since he is approaching me, I'm feeling pincered, feeling kind of enclosed. I can no longer get a base over here, so I'm going to respond. Also, I can grow again. All right. Let's just make sure that everything is on the up and up. Okay. I could kill this one stone now. I play here, he takes, I play here, he fills, I double Atari, he connects, I play here, it's all dead. Instead, I'm going to play here and fix that little weakness of his. And then just kind of fall back. Just make sure we're A-okay. I highly recommend that he kills this one stone before I save it, and then cuts off a huge swath of the nice. I'll go ahead and turn. Make sure he can't keep driving me up. Seems like a big move. That's an Atari, so I'll go ahead and take it and extend, because I'm very strong in the area. Ooh. I like that he's trying to break into my middle. Unfortunately, my middle has multiple sections now, because we've also got this area here. If I Hana, I just drop down. Nothing can live there. Also, I could technically play here. Because if he Ataris me, I Atari him back, then if he connects, I respond. So I could play here, but I feel like that is in no way basic. So I'll just go and extend. That was definitely reading. Meanwhile, his territory is on the right and the bottom left. Maybe a little bit on the mid left side. Maybe a little. Just kind of like a smidge, you know? But that cut point is definitely real. That cut point is real. I'm imagining he's trying to figure out how to protect it. I would recommend just the... That works too. I was going to say just the Tiger Mouth. The Tiger Mouth would have had the added benefit of preventing any kind of attachment shenanigans to prevent him from doing anything. Just keeping him out of my area. That's all we're doing. Got some points over in here. Got some points over in here. Let's just make sure I keep all this territory, huh? Seems fine. Just protect my investment. This is the area of the game where we're turning our influence, our Moyo, into I want to cut him. I won't. Where you turn your Moyo into solid points. I'm pretty sure the cut works. That's okay. We haven't tried to kill this. We won't try to, you know, start getting all stabby now. I like my points. I like where we are at. I think we're doing good on the whole territory thing. Moves I want to get in now are something like this one maybe, as well as this one. Oh, I also want this one. Very, very big points for, well, everything, really. Now, I think he needs to be very wary of the fact that this is... That was very well considered from him. I'm going to play here because it's threatening his life first, therefore it's more severe than the Gote move to get territory. If he plays something in here, I could play here, I could play here, and then it starts becoming a question of how is he going to get his 2 eyes? Little bit tough there, little bit tough. Now, he doesn't want me to remove his 2 eyes, because then he'd be dead, so he's probably going to respond here, or the attachment maybe even. And after we get Sente, we'll go back and play here. And that's a nice, healthy swath of territory to go at the top area and the right that we have. But notice how I'm playing the Sente move first. That is going to get him killed. Yup. Dang it. No, why are you dead? Why are you dead? Why are you dead? Why? I don't see how he lives if I play here. I don't. One chance to avoid being dead. I'll take my big move first. I've profited before trying to kill. Fundamentally, that is a habit you want to be in. If he tries to reduce my middle and doesn't go back and make sure he's alive, however, then we're going to stab him until he stops moving. That's all that's going to happen there. I dig it, I dig it, I dig it. Alright, yeah, you're getting it, you're almost alive. Now finish off with the pièce de résistance. M2! I'm going to play M2 and my eyes will be brilliant. Right? Oh, snapdragons. Prove to me you're not dead. I have one thing to ask. Just like finish it off with like just like Just finish it off with that one move and all would have been well. Unfortunately, he's dead. So that happened. He literally didn't finish his base. He was perfectly alive. Okay, last chance. I don't have to kill him. No one would be able to miss this kill. I'm sorry. Look, I was trying to work out the script in my head to explain how pushing down there and taking out his 2 eyes can be hard to read. And it just sounded dumb in my head. Every attempt to, like, make the excuse to let him live just sounded stupid. You know? Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. I did not want to kill you. It was not my intent. I actually have backed off to let him try and do this. Though, this is a lesson in of itself, because this is how things usually die, right? All you need is that one extra move to make sure you're completely alive, but you're afraid of something else, so you go do that something else. Now you're trying to do two things at once. You can only play one move at a time, so what happens? You die. That's what happens, and you die. Can't do two things simultaneously. You want to try to reduce and live. Nice. I like where this is going. Now here, 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 and go for life. Excellent. You found it, matey. Oh, you found it. Congratulations. Now we get to go into a co. Nice. We can talk about co-threats now. Awesome. IR fan. So that's an Atari. And then this is an Atari for another co-threat. And then this is a co-threat. And then this is a co-threat. So we have a lot of local threats, so we're going to play them first. Atari. And then retake. Locals first. Locals first. No reason to hurt the rest of the board. Playing co-threats if you can win the co on just what's locally available to you. Problem is there's a lot of semi-local threats, like things like this to kill these stones are also pretty good for co-threats, not gonna lie. He's probably wondering if he can do any cuts here. I don't think he can. He could try to play here into like the slice through, but I'll just go and play here and make sure this is dead. I'll respond to it because we've got plenty of co-threats. Like I mentioned, if he plays here, we play here. It's an Atari. He connects. He only has one eye and he's dead. There you go. I should have Atari'd this way. By the way, not this way. I think I gave him more co-threats now. Gotta get me some dinner after this. I am hungry. My stomach is speaking to me. Alright, so 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe this one's larger? Excuse me. How do I have the hiccups? I don't. There is no spoon. Ignore them. So now I should retake. A little bit of a connection hiccup for a minute there, huh? There we go. If he plays here, we play here. Yep, that's an Atari. He has 2 liberties now. Technically, this is no longer a threat, but this one is. So he's got that one, and that's it. Now, to be fair, I should ignore that because I can live. If I take this and he plays here, I can play here. He turns. I can still live here, but that's okay. I'll go here. Might as well play here, to be honest. Eeny, meeny, 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 miny, 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 mo, meeny, miny, miny, mo, mo, meeny, miny, miny, mo. I'll play her. Roger, roger. Good choice. Double tap it. These stones are mine. Nice. If he cuts, we take. He extends, we connect. It's not a problem. Alright, any other big moves now? Upper one, still there. Absolutamente. This one into this one's kind of a thing. This one's kind of a thing. This one's kind of a thing. Are you sure you could live there, sir? I don't think you can. I'll give it to him, but I'll show you how this dies. So, only way this works is if this cutting, after here into here, this cutting point need to be defended. It doesn't have to be defended here, so I could have ignored him. I'll play here, probably. I know. I could have played here, too. I know. Gets rid of that one. We'll continue. Make it so, number one. Just gonna keep taking large points. We're making little itty-bitty pokes in, I honestly don't know how many moves we've played. What move number is this? 173. Now, one thing I will mention, it's really easy to wind up playing endgame way too early, and yes, I'm talking to you. It's definitely a nasty habit that you need to avoid at all costs. He can count me, but it's irrelevant. Because we can live in the corner. We're already live in the corner. But yes, right now we are on move 178 now, before we really started endgame. 73, I think it was. You know what? Sure, I'll just make sure I'm fine. Because there were always things to do. Like, I played here, I got rid of territory from him, and I took a stone. He can go back up here in Hane and Gote, and then I can just like keep playing Hanes here, and all sorts of good stuff. I'm going to play here. This gives me a little chunk of territory in here. It solidifies it, makes sure it's mine, which is fan-diddly-tastic. If I play here, he could have ignored me, potentially, to maybe poke at my cutting point, to make sure I can't get it, or just do something else, you know? Clamp. What a good 11Q! You know what? You deserve it. Stones are yours. Carry on. Yup. It's yours, my guy. You can have that to yourself. Don't be afraid. I can't actually Atari myself, so he's fine. Excellent. That's what I like to see there, matey. Alright, are we in... I think we're getting deep into endgame, so I'm going to go ahead and play these small first line moves because I think they're now large enough. We are on now move 194. Roger, roger. This and this, I don't really know. I'm gonna go ahead and tentatively say this one's larger. Because this kills 2, plus 3, plus 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. This is just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this is a little bit larger. This is big though, don't get me wrong. No. I will not let you do that for free for no reason. Okay, yeah, you got me. Atari? Take. All right then. So that does not live. He's really trying though, ain't he? He's like, something will live here. Let's see if it's true. Let's see if it's true. I don't see how this lives. Am I missing something? He just said big brain. I think he's really confident that he's alive. But he's not. You're not alive. What is this? What do you mean big brain? What do you mean big brain? You're dead. That's cute. He's like, yeah, I'm alive. Big brain, dude. Big brain. And then he's dead. He's like, oh. Way to go, dude. Way to go. Alright, let's review the game. That was cute. That was BM too, man. Like, he was gonna live in my area and he was like, yeah, I'm smart. Yeah, eat it, bitch. I'm smart. I live there. What are you gonna do about it? Alright, so... I prefer either A or B right now. That's currently in style. That needs to be here. This is Joseki. And then something like this is usually. This is old style. If you don't like that, you could always play here. This is also okay. And then we play here, here, here. I know it's diagonal usually, but this is 12Q, or 11Q, sorry. So I thought I'd show this one. Also Joseki. I thought you'd play here. Thought this to kill my stone. All I wanted was influence at this point. All I wanted was influence at this point. He's watching my review, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a few notations. Now, normally we would play here because he can't cut, right? Otherwise, we get the outside, and that's not bad. Alright, so he plays here. This is a good move, by the way. This is a good move. This was good. Oh, he left! He left! I guess he stopped caring. This was good. Good priority. Good priority. Good priority. I like it. I like it. Good prioritization. That, not good prioritization. Just play here. Just play here. You're good. Later on, he could do this one without any threat of, like, weirdo co thingies going on. Because, like, is he really gonna play this co? Like, I suspect not. Right? This is turning really, really friggin' bizarre, you know? Like, where is this going? This shape is, kinda not good. This is a slight mistake. He should be playing, the enclosure, an enclosure, mind you, to use the influence here. At that point, I would need to shoulder hit him to reduce the area effectively. And then we could continue on our merry little way. Absolutamente amazing. Because keep in mind, like, I can just live, like, right back in here, right? At most, he can, like, Hana here. And then try and do something, but there's, at worst, at the very worst, there's a cow. Or I'm just alive. So, I can play away from here. This is not good. Or, sorry, that's not bad. That is good. That is good. Ideally speaking, we're gonna connect. We're not gonna rise up, because if you rise up, then I could play here and then try and do something on this one, which is a little uncomfortable. Or I might get more influence, because if I play here first, are you gonna go back and play here now? Well, then I'm over your groups. If I really wanted the influence, then, you know, I'm getting that influence, yo. So I gotta be careful about that. It's much easier to just connect. Just connect. We don't do this. We would maybe consider doing this one here, like so. This could be okay for a bit of beginning base. Or you might just go into the corner like that one. That's not bad either. This is risk. And now the problem with this move is I can move to try and murder him. He has not gotten an eye here yet, so he has to come out. And that's his shape. He's kind of like got this Y, oh why me kind of shape going on here, right? We jumped in. Here is an adequate use of the 3-3. Like, which way is he going to block? This way, probably? And then he's got this. I've reduced him a little bit, but it's all good, right? I did this one just to show you, like, more shapies. He should have played here, and I was going to play here. And then I anticipated this one, then this one. And I was going to talk about how running a weak group can be dangerous, right? It can be dangerous to your own area that you were developing, because you'll notice that your opponent follows you, and as they do, then the hope of trying to make this an area large is just like, it's just no good, right? So that's what I was hoping that was going to go. So we played here, he played away, and then this is just really strong for me now. I made my shapies. I want to show this again, because I mentioned this is no longer a co. Because I can play here into here, and if he takes, that's just dead. Right? So if I play here, he can't even do this one, I don't think, can he? Maybe not. Co for life, question mark? So yeah, a lot of really unpleasant things here. Better just back off. Watch those cutting points. Same as the last guy. Cutting points ain't your friend. Like right now, if I play here, what's he gonna do? Play here, I'll play here. Now what? I'm alive in the corner, remember? We are fine. We are fine. Maybe I'll connect here instead. It's a little bit more solid. Or maybe I'll cut him back, I don't know. Here we cut through because our area is nice and strong. I want to mention this one again because this one's kind of cute. If he Ataris me, I Atari him, he connects. And then I place a marker in here. He could Atari through here. But at that point, I've gotten the top area nicely solid, right? I think that about covers this. And then something here, and then he's alive. Nice and perfect. Excellent. Wonderful. Love it. But no, he played away. So thumbs up goes into thumbs down, sadly. And yeah, like I said, mentioned early, or in the game, this is how things die, right? He doesn't want to live because he's afraid of this becoming territory. So he plays this before solidifying himself, and then that's just over. He could play here immediately, and then play. Yeah, I mean, I don't see it. Play here, here, and then go back to Co, right? Same as last time. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to live here local, or like as is without Co. This one should be ignored. Like I said, he plays here, right? I play here, 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 and then we can probably kill him now, right? So I knew those weren't really co-threats, but it's okay. And yeah, I think that about covers the game. Hope you enjoyed today's basic video. I tried to do Moyo. Kind of worked-ish. Got to talk about a lot about Moyos, growing, reducing, all that stuff. So overall, not bad. Overall, not bad. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.